I'm a short guy up here. That's why I like this tall-ass stage. It's good for me. Finally, I can feel like I'm... What are you, 6-footer over here, this guy? Yeah, lucky. Son of a bitch. God damn it. People often like to tell me I'm short to my face, like in public and shit. Like, you would never do that to an oversized person, would you? You never like, bro, you're so fucking huge. Look at your fat ass. Wow. Can you get upstairs? Do they allow you on rides, bro? No one says that shit. They say it to me, though, man. Just like, well, look at you. What? One time I met a person for the first time. It was a woman, and she hugged me, and then she goes, oh, you're so little. What do you do? You work at Disney, bro? What do you do? That shit was rude, man. I thought it was rude. One time I was in Koreatown getting a massage. In the middle of the massage, the lady goes, oh, you small body. You know how hard it is to maintain an erection when someone says that shit? I went right away. Oh, little. Back to little. There's some perks to being little, though. For instance, I'm almost 40 years old, and I can trick or treat. Huh? You can't trick or treat, bro. They'll call the cops on you, man. I can, though. They have no idea who's underneath that Power Rangers mask. It's a grown-ass man getting his Milky Way game on. My fucking king size. I'm an adult. I'm trying to get more mature in my dating life now. What I'm going for. Yeah, I used to only go for looks because I'm a guy. You shake your head, right? You're judging me. I'm not like that. I'm not that same guy anymore, though. But I was. And it was bad. One time I dated a really hot girl, right? Really. This was back in New York City. So, like a model, but she was a flat earther. But she was so hot, I believed. You know what I mean? When they're that hot, you believe. I told my buddy, I'm like, maybe she's got a point, bro. We don't fall off this thing, right? Maybe it is flat. But fuck, you know what's not flat? That ass ain't flat. That ass is nice and round. The way I thought the earth was several weeks ago before I met her.
I feel like I'm finally amongst my own because I'm a stoner for like a lot of years. It's like I feel right at home and shit. But every time I go places where there's a lot of stoners, they always ask me for my autograph. They're like, oh my God, that's Cookies. We're like, oh. What the fuck? I ain't Cookies, bitch. That's him, that's Cookies. We're like, oh. We're like, I ain't Cookies. His name is Burner, by the way. Bitch, I am not Cookies. And they know I'm not the real Burner because I asked them for weed. I'd be like, you got weed? You got weed? But no, that's not Cookies. He's asking us for weed. One of my favorite rappers of all time is E40. And when he raps, he sounds like he's guzzling a 40. He's like, motherfucker, that's the coolest fucking rapper in the world to me. To me, they don't get cooler than that. That's like juggling with words, motherfucker. That's insane. Like, I think E40's so dope that, you know, he's so cool that every time something bad happens in my life, I'd rather have him tell me. You know, like the one time I got evicted from my apartment, that shit was fucked up. You just read the letter that says, you're being evicted for non-pay. Be like, you know what, E40, can you read this shit for me? That'd be a lot better, right? E40's right there to tell you about your eviction. E40 be like, listen, partner, you fucked around and pay your rent for 60 days. Now it looks like the sheriff's gonna come out here and escort you out this biatch. You better gather all your personal belongings and fucking paperwork. Like, God damn. Shit happens, right, E40? I think all the progress in TV and commercials, they need to get stoners to write all their commercials, right? Because you know when you stone, you see the truth, right? Like they should hire me, Stone, to write all their commercials. Another commercial that always bothered me was especially when you're a stoner, is the commercials for Clear Eyes and motherfucking Visine, right? Those motherfuckers definitely don't keep it real who buys their product. Right? It's like, come on, homie, it's us, motherfucker. Like, they always hide it. Remember that old-ass Clear Eyes commercial with Ben Stein and shit? It's like, try Clear Eyes. You're like, motherfucker, fuck you. You're the reason why Ferris Bueller took his day off, motherfucker. You don't think I remember? You know, this should be a Clear Eyes commercial. Just two kids in an alley after school smoking a joint. Like, oh my God, I'm so high. Oh my God, I'm so high too. But look at your eyes, they're so red. Your mom's gonna kick your ass. And at that moment, you see a Rasta pop out of a trash can. Like, me try Clear Eyes, man. Your mom will never know. Like, thank you.
I love to smoke weed, man. Only problem is all my friends are alcoholics. Yeah. They always trying to get me to stop smoking weed, but their argument never makes sense because they always drunk and I'm always high. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's communicating properly. Right? I hate visiting my friends that don't live in like weed-centric places. You know what I mean? Like something to do, they live in places and the weed isn't part of the culture. I go to visit and they don't have it, so I always bring my own weed, you know what I'm saying? I get to the party, I roll up, I light that motherfucker up right away. I got one buddy, he's a lawyer, so he freaks out, he says the same shit to me every time, but he's drunk as hell, so he's like, Black Pedro, you gotta stop doing that shit, man. It's illegal. And I tell him the same shit every time. I'm like, it used to be illegal for black people to read. Just because something's illegal don't mean it's wrong, you know what I'm saying? That shit is deep, right? Put that in your oatmeal and stir it up, yeah. You think he soaked up that knowledge, that wisdom? Hell no, right? He's drunk, so he just got mad. He was like, man, fuck you, take me home. I'm like, you drunk motherfucker, this party is at your house. You realize that, right? Like, that was your couch you peed on, that's why we didn't stop you, all right. Fuck that couch, yeah. Ladies, this is your time, take over the world. I see all these beautiful women in this room, these powerful queens. Take over the world, ladies, run this shit. Men are stupid, all right? The men are fucking dumb, right? Look at my haircut, look at the DJ, right? Like we fucking... Yeah, man, we've made bad decisions in our lives, so I obviously need a lady, you know what I mean? Take over the world, ladies, take over. I like to defend women. You gotta defend women out there, fellas. Protect your queens, all right? There's a lot of dudes out there, you know? I got to an argument with this dude, you know what I mean? He was a firefighter, which is like, yay, right? But he was like one of those dudes, which is like, eh. He's trying to explain to me, he's like, yeah, there's some jobs that women shouldn't do, like firefighting. Because if I go into a burning building with a female firefighter and I pass out, I'm not sure she'll be strong enough to carry me out of that building. I said, you know what, bro? I hear you, brother. But if you go into a burning building with a female firefighter and you pass out and she doesn't, I think she's already proven she's a better fucking firefighter than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been to the academy, but I'm pretty sure awake is one of the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could Google that. Like, yeah, see, you must stay awake during all fires. That's how you get paid, dog.
Yeah, fuck vegans. Fuck vegans, bro. Fuck vegans. Fuck vegans, bro. You have a fucking mohawk, say it. Fuck vegans. Yeah, little bitch. No, because I'll tell you, because vegans think they're better than us and they're not, you know what I'm saying? They always think they're better. They're always like, you know who they are? They're like the people who rescue their dogs, like it's a rescue. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about you having a rescue or being a vegan. But meat is murder, meat is murder. What? You think you're not killing anything because cabbage doesn't scream? You're killing something too. Meat is murder. I have a friend, George. Jorge. But he wants to stay in the country, so we call him George. And Jorge, he's become a vegan, and now he's a little bitch. Because now that he's a vegan, he does like little bitch shit. Like, he closes the refrigerator with his hips. He's like, you just became a vegan. And he's always trying to trick me into becoming a vegan. He like tries to trick me with the food. He switches the food out and doesn't tell me. One time, I was at Jorge's house watching basketball on Telemundo, and I was eating chicken wings, pollo wingitos, and Jorge came around the corner and he was like, "Oh, do you like those chicken wings?" And I was like, "Yeah." Why? And he's like, "Aren't they delicious?" First of all, you're a grown man. You shouldn't be using the fucking word delicious. You're a fucking big guy. Even our gay friend was like, "Nigga, that's gay." Nobody thought. Like, delicious. Unless it's the name of the stripper that's coming out on stage, you shouldn't say delicious as like a grown man. And he's like, "Aren't they delicious?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're good. Why?" And he was like, "Because they're not chicken wings, they're tofu wings. I tricked ya." You couldn't tell the difference, I got ya. I immediately started throwing up in my mouth. I should have thrown it in his face. Because I never trick him. I've never invited him to my house and been like, "Hey, Jorge, do you want some carrot cake? Oh, is it delicious? Because it's panda meat, motherfucker." Like, I'm never tricking him with the shit, bro. I'm never like sneaking fucking hamburger in his fucking salad, you know what I'm saying?
My wife and I got in an argument, and afterwards she wanted to have makeup sex. I was like, hell yeah. She put mascara all over my balls. Because it was makeup sex. Listen, fuckers, I can't explain every one of these jokes. You're laughing at the explanation and not the actual fucking joke. I like this guy. He's not allowed near schools. Okay, so fucking... Thank you. I'd rather have no laugh than fuck every fucking... I always feel guilty when I think about other women in bed with my wife because I'm disappointing them too. I asked my wife, I'm like, "How can I make you come?" She's like, "Alcohol helps." So I got drunk. Thank you. Thank you to the one girl who doesn't speak English who likes all my jokes. Okay, so you're adorable, by the way. How did you get with these fucking is this what? How did you get involved with this fucking motley crew?
I'm a bud tender.
You're a bud tender. Holy fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I would fucking be nice to you. Okay, so. You ever hook up with a girl whose vagina is so wide you throw a penny and make a wish? No, I'm just trying to relate to you guys, okay? I had a girl one time ask me to punch her in the face during sex. I'm like, "No, I'll give you a noogie, you know?" She goes, "I have a rape fantasy." I'm like, "I have a staying out of prison fantasy." You out of your fucking mind? I was always worried about, being accused of like taking a girl home and then you hook up with her and she accuses you of rape. That was always a fucking fear. So what I always did was I videotaped girls without their consent. And I showed all my friends to make sure they knew what really went down. I had a girl one time get revenge body. You ever get revenge body? That's the worst. Someone breaks up with you, then they get in really good shape. Like this one chick, she went to the gym and shaved her back. because she was Armenian. How many girls here have hairy vaginas? Raise your hand. No. Yeah, I like when girls have landing strips or triangles. If you're Chinese, you have a balloon. You know, if you're Mexican, you have a wall. You know. If you're black, you have cornrows. I have no patience, people. When I was a kid, I used to have cereal, and I would dump out all the cereal to get to the prize, you know? You did that too? Yeah, I could tell. You ate way too many of those fucking cereal. But now, no, I'm kidding. I love this guy. But now as an adult, I do the same shit. Like, I skip the foreplay and get right to anal.
Why am I here? You know what I'm saying? What's your name, bro? Tom, Tim, Steve, Mike, Mark, Larry, Barry, Gary, Stan, Dan, Rick, Nick, Dick. Someone said Dick first, yo. Is that his name? What's your name? Zach. Zach! You know why that's funny? I threw out all these stereotypical white names and you were like, no, whiter. Like, you out whiter anything. I can think, he's like Zach. He even said Zach like I should know that shit. You know what I'm saying? He said Zach. He was like Zach. Like, you don't fucking know Zach? I fucking love Zach, bro. Zach lives the best life. Zach probably never even gets pulled over by the police. When you get pulled over, you just high five the cop and drive away. You know what I'm saying? Hey Zach. Hey Bill. Fucking amazing, bro.